past your bedtime. But when you're an adult, you're like, I'm tired, I want to go to sleep already. So, um, it's conflicting, but it's conflicting for me because part of me is like, I'm tired, I want to go to sleep. But then another part of me is like, they're only this little for so long. And, those are the memories that they'll look back on and be like, oh, I remember in summertime when we used to like stay up and have movie night with mom, or like stay up and have movie night with mom and dad, or when we used to eat ice cream Sundays, or there's this thing that I did with them, which was like a midnight salad date. And so what I did was, on a day that I had like leftover chicken, I would prepare a salad, and I would have one of them like come sit, just one of them like come sit with me, and I'd make them a salad with whatever toppings they'd like. And so we'd have a little like mini midnight date over the salad, just like me and like whichever one of my daughters I was having like the date with. I really only did it with the 8-year-old and the 4-year-old because the my 2-year-old, she's just small, and my teenager, I don't think that she was really interested, but my 8-year-old and my 4-year-old, they really loved it. And like they'll bring it up randomly, like, Mom, remember the salad dates? So that's what I mean by I say like little things like that they remember. And I guess those are what they would call like their core memories, So I love summer. I don't know if I've ever said it on here before, but I love summertime. But I think I really love it because my girls are small and I'm able to be home and enjoy it with them. And I know, and I feel very blessed, very, very blessed that I'm able to do that for them, that I'm able to be here for them and make memorable summers with them. And what I mean by like memorable summers is not like, we don't take them on like these big vacations, but we take them on small adventures. Like we went to a water park, I think it was like an hour and like 30-minute drive from us, and they loved that. And then we've been swimming a lot at the YMCA, and they love the YMCA. Like I was saying, they love the YMCA. We've actually been way more involved in the YMCA. I'm sorry, I forgot to blow bubbles because I was just like lost in what I was telling you guys. But I wasn't aware that the YMCA has so many things. So they were doing gymnastics for like a month, and they really loved that. But we took a temporary break from that for summertime, just because their gymnastics was 4 days a week, and I feel like it really takes away from, like, I guess the freedom of not having a schedule that summer break gives, if that makes sense. Like, if they're like in for example, in gymnastics, we'd have to like like run and be there at a certain time. And so it would limit us to like what we could do, you know. But anyway, yeah, we've been, they are so tan, super tan. I was just telling them that today. But you know, kids don't care about that. All they care about is having a good time. But anyway, yeah, I love summertime. You know, one of the reasons that I really love summertime is the fruit. Oh, summertime has the best fruits in season. Like, watermelons are the best in summertime. So are the mangoes. Oh, I love a big, fat, juicy, sweet mango. Oh, so good. I love mango in yogurt bowls. Like, he hasn't put any up, I don't think, recently, but there's a guy that lives in our neighborhood, and I think he delivers like fruits and vegetables, and whenever he has extra, I think they allow him to bring it home, or like just keep it. And so what he'll do is like he'll bring extras if he has a bunch, and he'll sell them in the neighborhood for cheaper. And I remember last summer, I bought two boxes on two separate occasions of mangoes. I don't know what that specific kind of mango is called, but it's like the big mango that's green and red. And when it gets to be real ripe, it's like more red. But when it's not ready yet, it's real green. In Honduras, fun fact, we eat the mangoes when it's very, very green, because it's very sour, and we'll eat it with salt, pepper, and cumin. It's so good. I remember it when growing up, and we'd go to like the lake or something, and my aunt would bring that. One thing that I do wish that I could do for my girls, that I have super fond memories of, is going to the lake. I used to love going to the lake. I remember growing up, my mom raised me and my sister as a single mom. So, you know, she didn't have that much money to like do like all these fun or like fancy summer activities with us. But what she could do is like take us to the lake or take us to the beach, because my aunt, which is my mom's older sister, was married at the time to my uncle, and my uncle really loved being in the water. Either it may be the lake, the river, or the ocean. He just loved being in the water. So they would go pretty often, especially in the summertime, to take my cousins to the lake. And so my aunt would always invite my mom, me, and my sister, and we would always tag along. And I used to love the lake days growing up so much, because I already said that, but so they would pack the truck up with food like 7 or 8, and it was so much fun. I have such fond memories of that, especially the lake and the river. I don't like the ocean very much. I don't like salt water. I feel like, I know it might sound childish, but you know, like if water accidentally splashes up and it hits your mouth, then it's like, ugh, I don't like that. I also don't like the feeling of like salt water on my skin. I don't know if that's just in my mind, but it's just off-putting. But yeah, so that's one thing that I wish we could do with my girls, but I don't know. My husband's just not a fan of like the lakes or the rivers. He prefers taking them to the pools, and honestly, they don't mind. So that's what we've been doing. Been going to the park. Just recently, we had a play date with a family friend. She actually is subscribed to my channel, so she might see this or she might not. But we had a play date with a family friend, and she brought her 2 kiddos, and I set up a pool and like a splash pad, and the kids played, and they like had so much fun. And she also brought some like water balloons, and she brought like so many things to make a Sunday bar. And then I ordered some pizza, and I got some snacks for the kids, and like they just had such a fun time. And so honestly, I feel like, I don't know, maybe if it's just my kids, but I feel like that's what kids look forward to the most in summertime. Just getting in the water, you know. But where did I? Oh yeah, mangoes. Mango parfaits. I'm like, wait, what all this lead to? If you've never had a Greek yogurt mango bowl, oh, definitely you should try it. It's so good. But the mango has to be really ripe, like so sweet. It just cuts into little pieces or big pieces, however, whatever you prefer, you know, because it's your bowl. And then you just serve your like vanilla Greek yogurt. And I like a lot of honey on my Greek yogurt bowl. Ooh, I'm so sorry. That came out of nowhere. Anyway, drizzle it with honey, a little bit of cinnamon, just a tiny bit, some granola, some pecans. So good. And then it keeps you full, I feel like, for so long. Or maybe it's just because I just make myself really big bowls. But anyway, another summertime fruit that is so good but very expensive. Cherries. I feel like I might be wrong, but I feel like I only really see cherries in the summertime. And why are they so expensive? I don't know wherever you're from, wherever you're watching this, but cherries here where I'm from are like, today I think at Kroger they were $6.99 a pound, but they were on sale for $3.99 a pound if you clipped a coupon. So I did, because I felt like it was a good sale, but without the coupon price, that would have been $18 for a bag of freaking cherries. I was like, absolutely not. I'm not paying $18 for a bag of cherries. But my girls really love cherries. They really love summertime fruit, honestly. Like, they really love mangoes and the watermelon too. And also, I feel like my eye looks so small. I feel like strawberries taste just so much better in the summertime as well. They're so much sweeter, whichever box you get at the grocery store. Like, it just, I don't know, just, the fruit tastes so much better in the summertime, I feel. Oh, and also peaches. Aren't peaches and nectarines? Well, I don't know about nectarines, but I know peaches. I only really see them for a short amount of time in summertime, and that's when they taste the best. I just bought some today, as a matter of fact, and they're gonna be for tomorrow, and then the few days, because when you pick them really ripe, they go bad so fast if you don't eat them. But yeah, we've also just been like visiting with family and just little things like that. My oldest, she's not here with us right now. She is with her dad. I don't know if I've brought this up to you guys before, but for summertime she leaves with her dad for the month of June. And then she'll be back for the month of July, and then I think like week or two that they still have left in August, which works out best also because that way we can start prepping for back to school in like mid-July. When do you guys like to start preparing for back to school? I like to start preparing like mid-July to not be in such a rush. I feel like the school supplies are pretty easy nowadays though, because you can just drive up, order. You can just put your little supplies in the car. I mean, in your like wherever, Walmart, Target, even Amazon. But I feel like Amazon can be kind of expensive. But just put your little school supplies in your car and then just drive up, and it's way easier than like back in the day when you used to have the list and go in the store and be like, okay, number two pencil, and then you're like 150 count college ruled filler paper, and then the freaking manila paper. I never found, still to this day, I don't know why they keep putting freaking manila paper in the freaking school supply lists. Like, what? Where am I supposed to find this? Because I literally never find it. Never. Not to go on a rant about school supplies, but it's just infuriating because every year it's been on there. Even when my daughter was a teenager, and I would always go crazy looking for the manila paper, and they put a specific size that no store carries. Like, what? Where am I supposed to get this? Anyway, yeah. And then, you always gotta like, they always outgrow their shoes and their clothes, especially when they're at a certain age, that they're always like outgrowing their stuff every summer. But then they hit a certain age where like they stopped at, like my teenager, she hasn't really outgrown her clothes in like a year and a half, so that's a win. Because she used to outgrow her clothes like every few months. I used to be like, oh my gosh, stop growing. But anyway, yeah, it's always bittersweet for me when school starts because I get used to having them at home and I miss them. And also I feel like it kicks up the routine again, like, okay, by a certain time homework, by a certain time bath time, by a certain time dinner, by a certain time your free time, and then bedtime, and like, but at the same time, even though I hate to admit it because I'm not a super big fan of routines, but at the same time, routines are good. It's like, how would I say? I feel like, I don't know. They about this before, and I'm only gonna like talk a little bit about this, but I've been on this birth control for a while now. I think like 2.5 years, and it really messes with me. It's gotten better. It doesn't mess with me as often now, but every so often, every couple of months or so, I'll go through like a month or two where I'll just be like down in the freaking dumps. And I mean that like mentally and how I feel physically. So that's where I've been really so let me state this. I've never, and I don't know how to explain it because I don't want to sound like an asshole, but I've never really understood mental health, like, because I'm not a person who really has suffered with mental health problems, which if you do, hey, there's nothing wrong with that. I didn't doubt it, but like, this might sound ignorant, right? But I used to have the kind of mentality before this birth control, like, what do you mean you're depressed? Like, not to I've never said this to a specific person. I would just think it in my mind, like, what do you mean you're just depressed? Just like, tell yourself not to be sad, and like, you won't be sad no more. Like, what do you mean you can't get up from your bed? Like, just get up, Again, I didn't say that to anybody. I would just think it in my mind. But like, this birth control has really humbled me in that sense, because like, I'm saying this to say, like, it's not as easy as it seems, because I've gone through episodes in these past couple of months, and when I have these like these I guess episodes where I'll be so emotional, and like, everything just affects me so much emotionally and mentally, and like, I'll really be trying to fight it, and I won't be able to, like, let me give you an example. So say, for example, like with my kids, like, usually if my kids make a mistake or drop something or just spill something, I'm the kind of parent that'll be like, it's okay, it happens, don't worry about it, I'll clean it up, or let's clean it up together. But when I'm going through this, like, just little things will set me off, and I will not be able to control it. Like, if my daughter will spill milk, I'll be like, oh, why would you do that? No, oh my gosh, and like, I'll catch myself, and I'll be like, no, like, this is not who you are as a person, stop, like, what are you doing? That's not who you are, like, me talking to myself, and then I'll feel guilty for it, and then that'll make me sad, and then I'll feel like I'm a bad mom, and then I'll just get sad, and it'll make me like want to cry, and I'll be like, no, snap out of it. Like, I cannot tell you guys how many times in this past month and a